Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah amma ba'd. Question is asking here, what is the ruling on using greetings and salutations that are customarily made? I mean, we here in the West have certain salutations and greetings that we have. Hello, good morning, how are you, etc. And in other countries they might have others. I mean, for Asians they would say Allah Hafiz or Khuda Hafiz at the end of the conversation. What's the ruling on these? Are we allowed to use them or not? That's what the question is asking. And if we are, how should we respond? Now, in its asal, as Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah mentioned, in its origin, and there isn't any difference of opinion in this, to be honest, from the majority of the ulama, is that when it comes to salutations and greetings, all of them are permissible. As long as there isn't anything haram involved. Like Khuda is the name of God in Persian. I think there is some kind of aqidah which is questionable connected to that. So then if that is the case, then that should not be used. But if the greeting itself is free from any kind of shari'i, reservation, then it is permissible. Good morning, how are you? Good afternoon, good evening, all that kind of stuff. All of that is fine. And the evidence for that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah An-Nisa, وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُم بِتَحِيَّةٍ فَحَيُّوا بِأَحْسَنَ مِنْهَا أَوْ رُدُّوهَا. If they greet you with a greeting, then respond in a better manner or something which is similar. Now, the evidence here is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used the word greeting. Therefore, any kind of greeting is then permissible. Hence, the ulama, from the majority of ulama, have said things like Eid Mubarak and things like that are permissible. And we've addressed this in a separate clip somewhere else, that these things are permissible. Or nobody really says Eid Mubarak to one another because they feel that this is the sunnah or that is part of the religion. They're just doing it because it's customarily a show of joy and expression as a greeting for that day. So then it becomes permissible, inshallah. However, and I benefited from this directly from one of our lectures that we had with Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan. He was asked this question, and he said that in Saudi Arabia right now, a lot of people, they use Sabah Khair and Sabah Noor, which is similar to good morning, have a nice morning, that kind of stuff. So the questioner asked the Sheikh, what is the permissibility on using these kind of greetings? And he said they are fine as long as two conditions. Number one, they do not replace the salam, and number two, that you begin with the salam. So you say Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Assalamu alaikum, wherever it might be. If the person begins with it and he is not replacing it, so he says good morning instead of salam indefinitely, then that is not permissible. And the evidence for this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in more than one place in the Quran, but this ayah in Surah An-Nur, فَإِذَا دَخَلْتُمْ بُيُوتًا فَسَلِّمُوا عَلَى أَنفُسِكُمْ تَحِيَّةً مِّنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ مُبَارَكَةً طَيِّبَةً. When you enter into your homes, I mean, the dhikr for entering into your home, Bismillah, Bismillah, Khurajan, some of the ulama have said that is da'if, but for me, inshallah, it's hasan. So that's what you should say. You should say Bismillah at least. You open the door, you enter, and you say Salam. Even if there's no one there, فَسَلِّمُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here, when you enter into your home, you're giving salam upon yourself. And then if there are people in the home, then inhabitants for the home will also benefit from that salam. مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. This is a salam from Allah. How is it a salam from Allah? Two meanings. Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught this salam to Adam alayhi salam. So one of the first things that Adam actually said after Allah created him, breathing in him his soul, he said, go to this group of the malaika. So he went to the group of the malaika and he had an exchange with them, salam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed to Adam that this is going to be the greeting for you and your progeny. Min indillah, meaning a dua from Allah, blessings from Allah. So when you say assalamu alaikum, you are asking, you are making dua for the person that you are meeting. That I am making dua for you for peace from the Lord, whose names and attributes is that He's a salam. Mubarakatan tayyiba, and it is blessed and it is good. Therefore, we are not allowed to replace the salam with anything other than that. But if a person was to have anything afterwards, then inshallah these things are permissible as long as there isn't anything haram involved with that. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us of the people of salam in the dunya, and that He makes us of the people who are greeted with salam when we return, with the angels telling them Assalamu alaikum tibtum, Assalamu alaikum, you have done well, Assalamu alaikum bima sabartum. Assalamu alaikum. Because of your patience, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He doesn't make us of those people who are forbidden from khair and goodness. هذا والله أعلم وصلى اللهم على نبينا محمد.